Gas up the Jeep, it's good to be free. Load up the pans and fishing poles. The highway is long, the wheels turning round. Pack up the cook stove and the bowls. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I are on the road.
Hey everybody, Arlo and I are out and about again today, and we wanted to come out and gather some piñon pine sap because I wanted to make some nice piñon pine salve. And I'm right here, out here. It's super windy today. Oh my gosh! But I'm under this big piñon pine tree here. You can see. Look at all of this. There you can see it. Oh, this nice sap right there, coming out of the tree. Look at that. All kinds of them. Right there. So actually, it's going to be easier than I thought it was going to be. This is the first tree I've come across, and it's just covered, dripping with sap. So I'm going to collect a bunch of this, and then we're going to take it back home, and then we're going to melt it down with some beeswax, and we're going to put it into some containers, and then we'll have some nice salve, soothing salve that you can put on for skin irritations, put on your lips, whatever you want. So anyway, I'm going to start collecting some of this here. Didn't take me very long. I got a nice big blob there. So I'm just going to collect a bunch of this, see what I can get. That nice big piece right there. Crazy and just like take everything off there, because obviously this is dripping sap for a reason. It probably has an injury to the bark or something, so I'm not going to take it all off there, but I'm just going to take little bits of sap from, you know, a bunch of different trees. I can't believe how windy it is. It's just insane. It's a nice little piñon pine tree. Underneath the tree you can see all of these piñon pine cones here. You can see the piñon pine nuts. That these light colored pine nuts are typically hollow, so I'm not going to worry about collecting those, but you can see that squirrels have been doing a number on this. There are pine cones all over the ground here, and there are lots of nuts that have been opened up. Yeah. Let's see. Lots of pine cones up there. Lots of this was a good year for pine nuts. I collected lots of them. Look at this. Look at that. Nice big blob of sap. Look at that. Some down here. So just this tiny little tree here has quite a bit of sap. Look at that. Nice mag. Nice big piece. There. Yeah. Oh, that's a giant piece right there. Oh, it's got a little dirt in it, but we'll clean that up. I'm trying not to stick my fingers on there because it's hard to get off. Super sticky. Alright, let's see if we can get this. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Bag. Yeah. I'm getting a good amount there. So I'm gonna see if I can get that. Look at that. Oh yeah, see? There. Doing pretty well. A nice, nice bag of sap. All right. Well, the last time I saw you, I was up in northern Arizona and I was collecting pinon pine sap out on that windy day. Now I'm back down in the valley and I'm ready to make that pinon pine resin salve. So it's really a simple process. It just takes a little bit of time. So this is that pinon pine resin that we collected up there the other day. I must have some olive oil and some beeswax right here, and that's it. Now this resin is really dirty and has lots of bark and stuff in it, so what we're going to do is we're going to strain that out once we get it all melted and incorporated with the oil. I have some cheesecloth and I have this strainer which we're going to strain the oil through before we add our beeswax. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to get my little stove started here. Okay. And I'm going to bring this water up to a simmer. We're going to get our pine resin and our olive oil. So basically what I have about, I think I'm going to end up with about a half a cup of pine resin here. And so I've got a half a cup of that and I've got a half a cup of olive oil. And I'm going to combine those just like that. So we have our jar with our olive oil and our pine resin in there, and then I have it in this sort of double boiler setup going on. So we're going to let this slowly melt and kind of come together, and then we're going to strain it through the cheesecloth, and then we'll add our beeswax, and then at that point we'll be able to pour it into our little tins. So on Amazon I ordered a box of these tiny, well, these are half-ounce little metal tins with the little lid, little screw top lid, you know, like a lip balm kind of a container. And I thought that the half-ounce would be a nice size. You know, it's a nice size to carry around with you. Throw it in your pocket, throw it in your purse, whatever. So that's why I chose this size. But you can go with any size that you want. If you want a larger, a little mason jar or a larger tins, you can do that. But I ordered these little half-ounce tins. So now we wait. We're just waiting for our everything to melt together, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, our pinon pine sap and our oil has been in our double boiler for about, I don't know, I think about 45 minutes, and you can see that it's all melted and kind of blended together. There is a lot of junk in there. Like I said, there's a lot of bark and maybe some dirt. You can see a lot of that has separated out of the sap and the oil. So our next step is to strain this out before we add our beeswax to it. But you can see that. All right, so I got rid of my pot so I can have a little bit of room. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to strain the sap and the oil that we just melted. So I have a little strainer get some cheesecloth. Put that inside the strainer, just like that. And we're just trying to get all that bark and dirt and stuff out of our the pine resin and oil. I'm going to pour it gently through this cheesecloth. There's that. You can see how much crud, you know, bark and dirt and stuff that was in there. This is why, you know, I said that I probably had about a half of a cup of finished melted pine resin when I was done. So that's exactly what I have. So with the half a cup of pine resin and my half of a cup of olive oil, that brings me to exactly 1 cup of oil and pine resin melted together. I'm going to do this. I have a quarter of a cup of beeswax. So I'm going to put that into our warm oil resin mixture. Alright, so I have my double boiler back, and I'm going to take my resin, oil, and beeswax mixture and put that in the water, and I'm going to get all this melted together. Once again, this is a gentle process. We don't really want to boil the heck or cook this in a pan. We just want to sort of gently melt this in the double boiler. So this will just take a couple minutes. It doesn't take a really hot temperature to melt the beeswax. But the beeswax is what's going to give us the right consistency when this cools down and this mixture hardens in the little tins that we're going to pour it into. As you can see, the beeswax is pretty much all melted and mixed and blended in with the rest. And now I'm going to move all this, and I'm going to get set up so that we can pour our salve into our little tins. Now I have just a sheet tray with some foil on top, because this is a messy project, so you don't want to drip it onto any of your regular cooking equipment. So I have some foil down to catch the spills, and then I have our little tins. Now these are 1/2 ounce tins. Okay, so I have all of my tins set out here. So we have about a cup of liquid of our salve that we're going to put in these tins. These tins are 1/2 ounce. So we have a cup, so we have 8 ounces, so we need about 16 of these or so. I have 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. So I have 20 of these out right now, and we'll see how far that goes. If we need another one, we'll put one out, but this will probably be enough to do all these. We got 19 these little 1/2 ounce little tins for our Piñon pine resin salve. And I wish I could explain how good this smells. This smells so nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to let these set up just a little bit, till they kind of become solid, and then I'm going to put the covers on and then let them finish cooling with the covers on. All right, it's only been, maybe about 5 or 6 minutes, and our salve is really just starting to set up. If you can see it, it's really, you don't have to worry about it falling out anymore. It's kind of setting up pretty well, but it still needs to cool the rest of the way. But at this point, I'm going to put the little lids on and let it cool down the rest of the way even more slowly. And then we'll come back after a while and we'll open one up and we'll check out the consistency. Okay, we're just going to let these finish cooling. This package of tins, like I said, I ordered these on Amazon, also come with these little decorative stickers that you can put on top, so I can write, obviously Piñon Pine Resin Salve on here, which is I probably will, to decorate these before I give them away. Set up nicely. This hasn't set up completely. It's only been about 15 minutes since I put the lids on them, but I think that it's set up enough that I can kind of show you what the finished product is going to look like. I can show you the consistency of this as I put my finger into it. You can see it kind of has the consistency of lip balm. And this is great for, I have a little cut here, this is great for minor cuts and things like that, skin irritations. You could even use it as a lip balm. Just, go very slow at first and test to see if you are okay, if it's not too strong for your skin. Anyway, if you like this video, please please subscribe. That always helps a lot. And we will see you
It's
next
fun
time.
to be free. Load up the pans and fishing poles. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I on the road.